friends, today we are going to compare and contrast our two stories from this week. The first one that we read was Little Red Riding Hood, and the second one that we read was Little Red Hot. To compare and contrast, we use a graphic organizer or a tool called a Venn diagram. As you can see up here, a Venn diagram is just two circles. On the outside of both circles is where we put what is different about the two stories, or in other words, that is where we contrast the two stories. So I'm going to put these up here so that we can remember that on the outside of the Venn diagram is where we put our differences between the two stories. In the middle part of the Venn diagram is where we compare. That's where we put what is the same about the two stories. So I want you to take a look at our Venn diagram. Over here we're talking about Little Red Riding Hood, and over here we're talking about our story Little Red Hot. When we look to see what was different between the two stories, we can see that Little Red Riding Hood, the main character, the little girl, was called Little Red Riding Hood. In the other story, she was called Little Red Hot. So that's one difference between the two stories. Another difference, in Little Red Riding Hood, she was bringing a picnic to her grandma. In Little Red Hot, she was bringing a hot pepper pie. The last difference that I came up with was that in Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf tumbled out the window. But in Little Red Hot, the wolf went through the ceiling. So those are three differences between the two stories. There are many more differences. I just wrote down these three. The last thing you need to do when comparing and contrasting is look at the middle of your Venn diagram where you write what is the same. I came up with three things that were the same in these two books. The first one, both of them had a wolf. Both of them had a grandma. And both of them had a happily ever after where everyone was safe and everyone was happy. What you are going to do for your independent work on that independent practice slide is you are going to be comparing and contrasting Goldilocks and the Three Bears and Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. So you're going to do the same thing. On the outside of your Venn diagram, you'll come up with at least three things that were different. In the middle of your Venn diagram, you will come up with at least three things that are the same. If you need to reread those stories, you can go back to Monday and Tuesday's independent practice slides and listen to the stories again. Good luck and have fun, friends. Bye.